Hello, YouTube! We are going to be talking today about the leaked JP user data coming from those who are currently requesting compensation from Kuro Games for the mistranslated signature weapon for Xion. I wanted to talk about it fairly, so I actually waited until Ryu posted a video. He's in chat right now. We have consent because he does speak Japanese. He lives in Japan. And he is much more knowledgeable on all of the cultural context and actually can read all of the information because all of the proof is in Japanese and I don't speak that language. Subscribe.
Okay guys, it's currently 2:22 in the morning for me. I need to go to bed, but before I do, I need to address this right now. Many people have sent this to me to look at, to like confirm, like, is this real? Is this true? I just want to go through it quickly. This first top part up here regarding the weapon, we've already gone through that in my previous videos.
Yes.
And also this response with the 160 astrite, that's also true.
Yes.
This issue here about the leaked emails of those who applied through that form, is that true? Yes, it is. It's very true. What happened is that someone from Kuro was an absolute idiot, and they added everyone into the CC line instead of the BCC line. So what happens is when they sent everyone the message, everyone that's in the message got the information, got the usernames and also the emails for everyone else in that message. This goes against what they promised. They promised to give individual support for each rover.
Yes.
So sending,
which I'll be honest, I was a little bit skeptical of because that is a massively difficult task. There's no infrastructure most likely that is going to be able to handle a task like that. And so I was a bit concerned, but I was trying to be hopeful about like they're going to be able to do this. I guess my concern was that like this promise seemed a little bit insane, but they're in a difficult situation where like only a very specific part of overall Wuthering Waves players actually were affected by this. So they're not going to be able to give like a big compensation to everyone globally. They shouldn't give a big compensation to everyone globally, but the compensation that they did give immediately was just not nearly enough. As far as the whole email thing goes, that's a very easy thing to mess up. It's not acceptable in any way at all. Let me be clear about that. I'm not going to be sitting here and being like, oh, well, I'm sure they didn't mean it. Like, it's fine. It's not. It's not fine. That was a simple mistake that should not have been made. We should have been double checking that one. And then we should have been triple checking that one. Whatever intern or dumbass, I guess they fired all the interns. Whatever dumbass did that needs to be gone. I don't know if they were sleep deprived or unwell or just very stupid. If you guys have ever like worked at a big company, by the way, I don't know if you've ever had that happen to you, where they've CC'd everyone instead of BCCing everyone. And then the company for the next 16 billion days is everyone CCing every other person over and over and over and over again. And it's like, can you guys please stop CCing everyone? And then the next person, can you guys please stop CCing everyone? Please, everyone, let's stop CCing everyone. I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen before. This is like old people corpus shit, but holy shit, it's like an email hellscape. It's so fucking horrible. And so like it's very, very shit, very stupid, very like low level dumbassery. And of course they should have been handling it individually.
Out a scripted out one size fits all email to everyone completely like blows that out of the water. As for the email itself, this is what it looked like to everyone that list. You had the usernames here and also the email. So everyone was completely visible. This is not good. Luckily,
no, it is not. Oh my God. So it has their usernames, which is most likely just their fucking name. I was kind of just thinking it was the emails, but that's kind of rough. Like you're probably using your real name on something like that.
For them, it's not a public leak, it's a private leak, but still, let's not minimize it. This is an absolutely terrible leak on the part of Kuro Games. They should not have done this at all. This should not have gone through. This should not have happened. They just had their controversy with Jian's weapon, and then they got it. They got the response that they wanted. They got all JP on their side by saying that they were going to give individual support for all rovers that want to have their pulls like refunded or something. They had it, and then they fucked it up. I mean,
this is why Hoyo never compensates people, because if you don't promise and don't deliver, then nobody's upset. But when you overpromise and then not only don't deliver, but make it worse, people are going to be really, really upset. Not giving Hoyo praise for being shit, by the way. It's more so just like, this was a promise that, like, honestly, I was very skeptical of them being able to do it. I didn't really know how to, like, voice that at the moment. I wanted to be hopeful and, like, believe that they had infrastructure, and that's why they were promising something like that. But, like, you really, they like, promising shit that they don't have the infrastructure for and cannot do properly is dangerous. I am starting to be concerned that Kuro Games is just, like, giving too much credence to player feedback and, like, over promising their, like, loyalty to player bases. And it's a good thing, but there need to be limits to that. And I'm starting to get kind of itchy.
Point, it feels like there's Sideshow Bob stepping on the rakes, you know? And as you can see here, there are over 207 people involved in this. This is not good. They need to sort this out, and I don't know what they need to do, but they need to sort this out real good. But as to the actual contents of the message itself, I'm going to read through it here. Regarding the Verdant Summit. Dear Rovers, thank you so much for your continued support. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused. The explanation of the description of the weapon effect for Verdant Summit has been optimized, has been changed, has been updated. We've also received requests from Rovers, and regarding the issue with the explanation of Verdant Summit, this time please contact the relevant payment platform, meaning whoever you paid with to buy your pulls, contact them. Also, after the rover contacts the payment platform, if the amount is refunded, the corresponding number of tides in-game will be deducted. If there are not enough tides in the game, it will be in the negative. Please be aware of this. We greatly value your gaming experience. The game continues to be improved, and we hope you will continue to pay attention and keep supporting our game.
So they said contact your bank, put your account in the negative, but if your account is in the negative, you're going to get in trouble if it's like that for too long. They should have just refunded in game. The thing is they might not be able to, depending on platforms and all that stuff, especially like global shit like this. They might not actually be able to refund you in game. I just want to like be clear about that. Some ways that people set up payments, like this is really common, that they might not be able to just refund top-ups like that. Ryu, are they essentially saying that if your account continues to be negative that you're going to get banned? I'll address that later. Keep watching. Oh, in the video. I thought you were like, I'll address it in another video. And I was like, baby, they kind of need to know now.
Again, we thank you for your support of the game. From Wuthering Waves customer support. So this is an official email. So there's no issue of Kuro Games being hacked by anyone. This is official, and this is just their complete and utter fuck up. That's all I can say. But in regards to what this means here about you going into the minus, but they go on to say this in the post. However, if their premium currency stays negative, they will be banned. This image of the response to a player who submitted an App Store refund went viral in Japan. And they give a link to this image here. Right. This is completely false. This is fake news. This is an edited image. How do I know? Because I found the image. It's right here. This is the user that posted that image there. This is the original post, and it's got 13 retweets and 77 likes. Hardly the viral sensation that it was made out to be. But also, if you look in the comments here, if we click on here, look in the comments. Let me just zoom in a little for you. It says here, where do you get this image? And he lists off a complete utter excuse of an explanation of a diatribe. But if you look further down here as well, look for what other people are saying. Are you sure this image is real? It kind of looks a bit fake to me. Stop it with the obvious forgery. Now, we can just say, oh, this is just an argument between two people. Like, is it really a forgery? Okay, let's go into the game. So this is me in game right now. Okay. Right. If we go to our menu and we go down into the mail setting here, we see all of this. We see like the text on this right side here, and we also see the different messages like in this right side here. Now let's compare that. Now if we compare it, we can clearly see Rover on the left side here, with nothing on the right side and none of the other messages. So maybe it's just cut off. Maybe all the messages are on this left side here. No, that's not possible, because if you look at the game again, let's go back out. So my character is currently right in the middle. Let's go back into the menu. It goes to the left side here. And if you click on here, there's no way that you could see the character model that clearly. This image is fake. This image is edited. So like I said, if the rover was to be on the left side, and you could say, let's say maybe it's just cut off at this part.
People are just allowed to post whatever the fuck they want on the internet. Fuck. Okay, all right. Jesus. We're just gonna make fucking fake messages from the developer to make it worse. I assumed the ban part of that, mostly because that's what I know Hoyoverse does. I know that Hoyoverse, if your account went into the negative, they're going to ban you from stories I've heard and stuff, which makes sense if you're just charging back on shit because you regret your purchase. But I didn't even know about that like faked message from the dev? God, that's so ass.
The rover would have to be like right in the middle of the screen just to get that crop, you see? This image is not real. So to say that this is the official response from Kuro Games is just completely false.
Also, they're doing like an active shit with the character here. That doesn't make sense because it essentially just pauses your game when you open the menu. She's not going to be like actively emoting. She kind of stands still. Like even when he opens the menu in game, the character stands still at like attention essentially.
Don't blame the person in Reddit. Maybe they just don't understand it. But I really need to clear that up. Even in the post, it says...
No, blame the person on Reddit because they're just spreading shit without making sure it's real.
It says here, the message uses the phrase Samonaito, which became a meme in JP Wuthering Waves community. No, it didn't. Because it's extremely unprofessional because it's fake. And sounds like a gangster demanding money because it's fake. Equivalent to something like you better pay or we're banning your account. Not something official company correspondents should have because they didn't. It's fake. Another thing that we need to look at this is that also the timing. This post was created at 10:29 p.m. May 29th. That is a day before the second announcement regarding the refund form thing. So there's no way that you could say that they went through this official form, got their refund, and then they got this response back. It's just the timing does not line up. So what is true is that this email is true. This leak of information is true.
Yes.
This image is not true. So putting that email aside, I want to focus solely on this email right now.
Yeah.
It is really bad. There is no excuse in this. I just said in my previous video that Kuro Games really needs to step up the game and not allow something like this to happen again.
And then they did something significantly worse. And we should not, as people, even if you like Wuthering Waves, even if you want to support Kuro Games, absolutely in no way should we try to excuse this and make it less than what it is. It is a big deal and it does matter. And we can like things and we can still be highly critical when they fuck up on the level of actually like leaking people's names and email addresses. I typically have chosen to be a bit more forgiving or a bit more like reserved in a lot of my criticism because they're a newer company. And I think a lot of the changes so far, a lot of the issues so far are fixable. This was just a straight up fuck up. This was a leak and this is not acceptable. Additionally, saying like, well, like it's like whatever, you know, just talk to your bank. That's not what compensation means. That's not what that means. That, oh, well, you could go reach out to your bank. That's putting the fucking responsibility onto the players. That's not what compensation is. It's not individual compensation. It's actually fuck all nothing.
And the very next day, in their countermeasures, in their response to the backlash, they did something else which caused even more backlash. But on the response to the backlash, I want to go through what people in JP are actually talking about, like what their opinions of the situation is. Doing a search for Wuthering Waves and mail, Wuthering Waves is really, really not good. As in, like they're fumbling the ball at every instance. It might seem like they're going to be over. First it was the weapon, then it was the individual response, and now the mail leak. This is just not good. With the mail.
Honestly, at this point, I feel like they should have just given them enough of the specific, like, weapon wish currency, each of them, to guarantee a new weapon. Give them 80 wishes for that banner and just say, fuck it, it's done. Just send it to them in mail. Because, like, this is a fucking nightmare, dude. They're just saying, like, oh, you can refund it. We just won't punish you, hypothetically. Maybe we won't punish you. I don't know.
Mail leak, I kind of want to laugh, but I can't laugh. Doing such a thing would lead people to lose faith in you as a company. I mean, with good reason. This is a post from a really good JP content creator, Twitter content creator called In Remission. I really love their posts all the time. They're doing, like, a full overview of what's going on. The affected members, around 280 people in total. These are most likely people that have filed for or have reached out to get refunds on their GM pulls, on their GM weapon pulls, should I say. There's no official announcement yet from Kuro Games or Wuthering Waves about this issue, so I really would.
And this time I would like them to sit down and like really think about what the fuck they're promising. I would really like Kuro to not try to instantly respond with as much like player pleasing information and like player pleasing wording as possible and actually have a solution that is workable and have like a real conversation about what the fuck they're gonna do to prevent this from happening again. You're right, in chat. You're right that it's not an easy one-size-fits-all solution, but that's why they shouldn't have promised something like this. They need to think about what they can actually do and not about what they think the public would like to hear. Sit the fuck down. Figure out what you're gonna do. Tell people they need to wait so they can go through the fucking accounts. Because trying to do this so fast, trying to do this so quickly has meant that they have fucked it up. People will be upset with hearing that they need to wait for their refunds. Absolutely. Or wait for their compensation. But at least if you do it right, When it's done, they will be fine. But trying to rush this has meant that they have now spoiled hundreds of people who might never ever want to play the game again after being like having their information leaked. This is indefensible, leaking people's emails and personal information and just telling people across the board, just go get a refund with your bank then. That's unacceptable behavior. And we should not downplay that bullshit, honestly. It's so bullshit. It's so bullshit.
Like to see what they're going to say and what they're going to do about this. The mail refund thing is just completely stupid, and they're laughing about this. Like, they're laughing at how stupid this situation is. Like, the fact that they confused CC with BCC is kind of funny if you think about it. This person is also talking about it, saying that it's no good. I don't know what they're doing. This is not good. They're not liking it. Looking through all these responses here, the general feel that I get is that they're not really angry. It's not like they're angry, like, oh, I can't believe you just did this. I mean, no, there is that aspect of that they can't believe they did this. But it's like, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed, you know? So in total, there are things in this post which are true, but there are some things which aren't true as well. Like I said, the email and the leaking of information is true, but it was a private leak, not a public leak. The affected individuals, from what I can see, there hasn't been anyone in that list of 208 people that have leaked that information by themselves. So that's good. That's a good thing. However, the fact that it happened in the first place is something that can't really be dismissed. I don't know if that opens them up to any kind of legal liabilities.
I think people are really free about speculating about legal shit in gacha very often, like all the time. Like, people just use legal jargon. And I'd like to encourage like people in general, like not in this specific instance, but like not to speculate about like legal shit, because the reality is like most Americans don't know anything about the legal system in the US. Not only do y'all not know American legal stuff, y'all definitely don't know about no Japanese nothing. In general, to my YouTube and to my Twitch audience, I would like to encourage y'all specifically not to go around speculating about legal stuff. It either will or won't happen. There is obviously a lot open there, but I don't know how the law works in Japan. I barely know the laws in the US. And neither do y'all, so chill.
And we're just gonna have to see about that, because they also did kind of like flirt with that with Jian's weapon banner, with people like reaching out to the customer affair agency in Japan. Again, just one thing after another. Can JP Kuro Games, please, can you just stop doing this?
Stop fucking up, please. Thank you. That's all. Please stop fucking up, please. I want to defend y'all so bad, please. I wanna be your white knight. You know. I wanna be there for you, but this is like, baby, what in God's name is this?
For a single day. Please, I'm begging you. One thing I can say for certain is that if people do go in the negative, as it says in here, they will not get banned. I do not think they're going to outright ban people just for going in the negative. There's going to be something in place that they're going to have to deal with, but they're not going to lose access to their account. That's not what they're going to do. That would be completely beyond the pale. Oh, God, I'm so tired. I'm like running on 3.5 hours sleep right now, guys, and I've got to be up in like 4 hours. So I just want to get this video out there quickly to address the issue and kind of like get in there. I'll look at this later on as well to see what Kuro Games like officially releases, what their official stance is, what they are saying like is going to happen like from now on. But God, they are not making it easy to defend them.
No.
You know? Okay. I gotta go, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.
Bye. Go subscribe to Ryu. They make great videos. It's really helpful to have somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, can actually speak Japanese. Please go support him. Does a great job. Very hardworking, very well spoken, very smart, fair person. In situations like this, we absolutely should not withhold criticism. This is a dangerous precedent to set if we go, oh, well, they didn't mean it. There's just little Kuro Games. They absolutely should not get away with shit like this. We should be concerned that this is something that has happened. Even if it doesn't affect you, it still does matter. Information leaks are incredibly dangerous, and we should be very much aware of that. So you guys have a good day. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Come join us on Twitch. We're streaming daily for crazy ass hours. I'm exhausted, but I'm having a lovely time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.